Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here, and Marley right there. Welcome back to another video of Music with Nick. Today we got a song by The Who, and this is called Won't Get Fooled Again. This is requested and sponsored by JK. Thank you so much. Also, if you want to check out JK's latest sponsored video, check out Joni Mitchell. I reacted to Paprika Plains. Amazing. It's a long reaction. It's almost 40 minutes, but it's worth it. It's an amazing song, 16 minutes. Check it out. But well, today we're going to focus on The Who, and this is from the album Who's Next Lifehouse. And let's see here. Won't Get Fooled Again. So I wanted to read here real quick why JK decided to sponsor this reaction. It says it's election time, so here's an appropriate song, still relevant. I love it. Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who from the album Who's Next 1971. So I'm going to pay a lot of attention on the lyrics because I love it. You know, I love sometimes when I get a little bit of direction, although I do love going in blindly, completely like, hey, you know, listen to the song. And, you know, sometimes I know what to focus on, if it's the music or the lyrics or both. But here it's going to be more lyric heavy. I do know the style of The Who. I love The Who. I really disliked them the first time I heard them. I did not get it. You know, that's the thing. So with some music, you just don't get it the first time. And then the second song, the third, and I was like, I like this, you know. And now I could really say I'm a fan of The Who. I wouldn't mind, you know, seeing them live. I know they're not together anymore, but I would have loved to see them, you know, live when they were in their younger years and stuff like that, you know. All right, so let's load up the song here. And let's get into it. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here on the channel, welcome. If you would like, you can subscribe to the channel. It does help out tremendously, of course. Or check if you're still subscribed. If you're an older subscriber, YouTube sometimes does unsubscribe. I don't know why. Yeah, leave a like and a comment, you know, if you like. Okay, so here we go with Who Won't Get Fooled Again. 1971. Let's check out the lyrics. Enjoy. Good intro.
We'll be fighting in the streets with our children at our feet. In tomorrow's today worship will be gone. And the men who spurred us on sit in judgment of all wrong. They decide and the shotgun sings the song. I'll tip my hat to the new Constitution. Take a bow for the new revolution. Smile and free, let the change all around. Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday. Then I'll get on my knees and pray. We don't get fooled again.
I love the music. I love The Who. There's something about them, and Alexia still doesn't get them. Still to this day, I think she hasn't listened, you know, enough to The Who. because we did Quadrophenia, and that was just exhausting because we had to do it like, I don't know, in one sitting, and it was just so long, and her back was hurting and she was not having a good time. But the music, the drummer, Keith Moon, everyone, like, I love the singer. What's his name? That's the only band that I, so let's see, Pete on the guitar, Pete Townsend on the guitar, Roger Daltrey, I think. Everyone in this band is amazing. Now, the lyrics, obviously, this is from an English point of view. I could say I did witness a lot of shenanigans in Mexico, with when it comes to politics. I haven't lived in the United States long enough, to see it all. But I know you guys. If you're from the United States, for example, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it because everybody has their different point of view. And we're talking about the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s till to this day. It's always been the same pretty much. And in every country, the countries I've lived in Germany, I was way too small. When you were 15 years old, from when you were born to 15, you don't think about politics. In Mexico, I just saw stuff. And also there was stuff because we had a class that was about, politics and stuff, which is kind of bizarre. But Mexican politics. So, not very interesting, but I mean, you go through it and then, but yeah, I love the lyrics that, yes, most of lyrics from the 70s are still relevant today because nothing really changes that much. We have some good years, we have some bad years, but I just wanted to talk about the music real quick. That intro was just amazing. That bam, 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 and then the way the drums kick in and it just goes, it's like, wow, what a powerhouse of a band. I honestly love the Who. Super underrated for me when I was first aware of the Who, and I never thought they were this good, and boy was I wrong. It's just a thing that I wanted to say, and I wanted to give them the credit that they're amazing. This band is just freaking amazing, right up there with what I would consider the best. It's up there in the top 10, I would say. All right, so let's get back and let's pay more attention to those lyrics, because that's the crazy thing, that lyrics from 1971 still resonate today so strongly. So
Change it had to come. We knew it all along. We were liberated from the bullet song. And the world looks just the same. And history ain't changed. 'Cause the man
was missed. So good, this band.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Wow, man. I love this band. So good. They have so much power, and then this keyboard. I know that Led Zeppelin obviously is a, I guess, more popular band, but I would put them right up there with them. They're a different style, you know. It's a different style of music, and of course, I think, and it's a different style, like bands like Rush or Supertramp. You know, it's you can't really compare these bands. They're in the same from the same decade, but they were doing something different. And what they do is I like very much, even though they're not all about the solos and the crazy, you know, high pitched vocals and stuff like that, which I love. But maybe this band doesn't have certain elements that I really like, but what they do is very, very unique and very special. And they have an amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, just great compositional, you know, skills. And I mean, the bass in this song, the guitar, the drums, everything is so good. This band is so good, and the lyrics they do, I mean, it makes so much sense. And it's, you know, it's always a little bit, from me especially, and there's channels dedicated to politics on YouTube. It's a thing that I don't like to talk about, because it's very divisive, you know, and everybody has their point of view, which I respect, you know. But I rather, you know, and I can't, you know, I'm just a resident here in the US anyways, so, and I haven't been back, you know, to Europe to any voting or anything. But I know right now it is, you know, time to vote. So, you know, you go out there and do your thing, you know, and I obviously wish you the best and the country the best. Whatever may happen, I hope, you know, it is for the best, you know. And it's the thing that the people decide, you know. And this is where the song obviously resonates, because the people are the ones that we decide. But in the end, is it gonna be like, you know, yes, it was our decision, but is it gonna be respected, or is it gonna be, you know, like, because even it doesn't really matter, and then it doesn't really matter what country you live in, it's always gonna be a little bit like Game of Thrones, you know. It's like, you know, those people in power, they're just the one, they're the ones in power. And that's why these shows like Succession, I don't know if you've seen that, it's basically Game of Thrones but in today's world, you know. These very, very rich people or politicians, they're, you know, into their own thing, and we're just little, you know, ants around, unfortunately. And that's just the way it's always been. It's not just today. It's always been like this, and not just in the 70s, in the 20s, in World War II, you know, everything that came before, you know, to the time of the Romans. The world has always been kind of like, you know, oppressed by the powerful, by the, and who put them in power? Who knows, you know? That's the crazy part, that we've always, and that's what this song is about, you know. And obviously that's why I was like, I'm praying, you know, praying that we won't get fooled again, because we can't do anything. We honestly, we are just bystanders of this whole thing. That's why it is very and I don't know, I maybe I'm gonna get a little bit flack here, but I think people that get too much into it, you know, it's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy, and to lose friendships over what people in power do, because we can't really change anything, you know. There's a couple of options that we can, you know, vote for, and on a piece of paper they offer certain options that they promise they will deliver, and this is what this is all about. Like, I hope this is the truth, you know. And I think it's been so since the beginning of time, since, like, remember that scene in 2001, the you know, the monkeys, you know, fighting over like a little puddle of water, or what was it? Literally, it's still the same. It's still about power and who is the one that strikes first, and it's about that, you know. So, very cool song. But yeah, I wish I wish nothing but the best for this country. I love this country. It's given me a home, and I love its people. It doesn't matter on what side you stand. I wish everybody was just united, and you know, and respected each other. And that's all I want for this country. Again, thank you so much, JK. Thank you for this amazing track. Thank you for your amazing support. And again, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you, and I hope I see you in the next one.